Hey, girl. Hey, dear listeners. I totally just cut off Maim from talking about all of her phone cases because I asked about one of them and she started like prattling on about all of her other ones. Go on, Maim. What were you saying?
Oh no, they're used to you cutting me off, so it's not a big deal for them. That's like they're everybody just said, "Isn't that your brand?" Like
It
that's what you
is. It
guys
actually
do.
is. Dear listeners, I'm getting my hauls. I'm
Once
getting.
again, on brand, right? Always on
Y'all like
brand.
ASMR?
You should do the ASMR of like you actually like sucking on the
No,
lozenge.
that's gross. I hate the sound of sucking. I mean, anyway, hey man, what's new with you?
Apparently, it's not sucking. I don't know at this point. And the little things have taken a turn.
They did.
They did. I don't know. I'm doing pretty good. I let's see what's going on this week. Had a good improv show last night. The topic of the title of the musical last night was Sabrina the Teenage Bitch. And it was as silly and ridiculous as you could imagine it being. Um I was actually really happy because our company they like to shy away sometimes from pop culture stuff.
Okay.
And so when the lady suggested it in the audience, I was afraid that we were gonna go like in some other direction. And no, we just did like a musical sitcom of an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Okay.
And but it was really funny. Like uh Salem the cat, the episode was about turning Salem the cat back to human. So it was stupid, but it was fun. But yeah, it was a good night. And
Have you watched
working on
Hocus Pocus 2 yet?
no, I was thinking about watching it tonight at after doing all this
I
stuff.
thought after you watched Encanto. Controversy at Brave Opinion.
You didn't like it.
Any scene with the children in it's bad.
I mean, I don't really like children
Any
actors.
that's not true. You love children actors.
I
You
like children actors in
you
the
all the
80s.
time were talking about how cute
In
the
the
child
80s.
actors in Designing Women are.
In the 80s, I like children actors
Yeah.
because I was a kid back then.
And Hocus Pocus was when you were a kid.
No, Hocus Pocus when we were teenagers.
Was it?
Yes,
What year did that come out?
we were already teens at that point.
Hold on here. We were.
Yeah.
Hold on. Barely.
Yeah.
Barely.
Wait. Hold on. Let's be very clear here for our listeners, right? We were the last type of teenager that was this type of teenager because we were the teenagers of the grunge era of society.
Right.
So
Yep.
we were not like any other. Like, if you take our specific teen years and compare it to all of the others, our teen years were not like anybody else's. We were all sad. We were all depressed. We all wore flannel. We were not normal
God, I
teenagers.
remember people in seventh grade and eighth grade actually, being very upset when Kurt Cobain died.
We had a friend, remember?
Uh
She
huh. I
dyed her
know.
hair for
Yeah.
what it was like 3 years. Her hair was jet black,
Uh huh.
and she was a blonde.
Yep.
She was not okay. She really did not do well. I wonder how she's doing now.
I don't know. I've tried to find that person on like the social
She,
medias and I cannot.
she ended up trans my college. I remember that. It was my in
Okay.
my junior year. I literally like, ran into her. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" She's like, "Oh, I transferred." I was like, "Oh, cool." And then we never didn't see her after that. Uh,
Girl, speaking of not seeing anybody after again, did you know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com,
burp burp.
Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim, did you know that we have another podcast?
I, for some
It's
reason that
called
sounds
Baking Sugar. It's a Designing Women podcast. Dear listeners, feel free to get that podcast wherever you get your podcast. Hey, Maim, did you know we have merchandise? If you go to
what?
mimsandmaim.com, you buy a shirt or a thing or a this or a that.
a
Yeah.
shirt or a thing or this or
You
that.
know what? This is season 2, episode 12, Murder by Appointment Only. You forgot for You Slay Me, I have to cut it down a little bit because otherwise we drag on for hours and hours and hours and
Well,
hours.
we are drag queens. That's what we do.
We are drag queens, yes. Speaking of that, oh my God, we should have talked about this before. Did you watch UK's Drag Race yet?
No, we're
Okay,
gonna
never mind then.
because we were out Friday night, so we saw Evie Oddly though.
How's
That was
she?
cool. She was really cool. Like she
Okay,
was really cool. Like, it was very fun. She's just as absolutely as weird and wacky as we ever hoped
good.
she'd be in real life. So it was a good night.
So, girl, we're in New York City,
New York City.
and there's a photo shoot.
Ooh.
It's this
G
woman with all this
L
hair.
AMOROUSA. G.
Don't pee on yourself, Fergie. Don't pee on yourself.
Oh, sorry. I can't be on myself. I'm doing a cartwheel.
So we see a sign for Lila Lee Cosmetics.
Yes, we're gonna do another. Like, this is our second tie-in to this world.
So a woman comes in with a cute little hat and a purple outfit,
Girl.
and all the scenery is just hers for the taking.
Girl.
Get rid of these plants. I don't want this to be a jungle. And this is
She
Lila Lee herself.
She is eating it up like Golden Corral.
And the photographer's like, "Do you want me to do anything else? Tell this bimbo to unpucker. She looks like a sick goldfish." God.
It's one of my favorite Murder She Wrote ever.
And then Norman, her brother, shows up.
Oh, hi, Norman. Hi. You need a
Hey.
lozenge?
Nah, I've got one, thanks.
And you already know from like past. I love this actor so much.
Yeah.
He's always my favorite.
So some sales girls come in, and Lila goes over and says, "My ladies!" And she runs over there. But girl, we were talking previously about Merle Norman. Do you want to get your face beat at Merle Norman if they'll do it? Girl,
Do
they even
they?
have any foundation, your shade.
I was gonna say, does Merle Norman even do like darker skin?
I don't know. We can look at their foundation and see if they do anything melanated.
I texted my mother earlier, just so you know, because I tried to call her and I couldn't get her on the phone, which was unusual.
Okay.
And I said, "Hey, we're about to do the podcast, so I'll call you later." And this is very typical. This is very on brand for her. I'm at a soulful Sunday jazz experience. I'll call you when I get home. I'm like, I love you.
A soulful Sunday jazz experience. That sounds fantastic, right? Like,
You know the food is good there too.
you think they have food?
Oh, I think so. I think so. They're gonna have some canapes.
Did your mama remember to bring the foil?
I don't know.
Girl,
Oh,
I had at my job, I guess 3 jobs ago now. We had a birthday party for like one of my friends slash coworkers had a birthday party there, and it was potluck, right? Like,
mm-hmm.
it was a bunch of older black women who had the potluck for her. And she's like, "Here, you come on up." I was like, "I didn't bring anything. I know that's wrong." She's like, "It's fine. We got plenty of food." I come up there and I'm making my plate and I'm eating it over in the corner, talking to people. And all of a sudden, the oldest one of them comes up and says, "I didn't want you to think I didn't bring my foil." And she comes up with like 2 containers and 2 rolls of foil for people.
Oh, I
The
love it so
South is a
much.
magical
I love it
place.
so much. My mom actually, she made a giant. She She called me last, was the week before last? She called me. She said, I don't remember how to make my chicken salad. And I was like, what do you mean you don't remember? She's like, I haven't made it myself in a long time. Do you remember what I used to put in it? And I'm trying to help her piece all this stuff back together. And so she took it to the event and my brother had to help her carry it because it weighed like 14 pounds, like it was 14 pounds of chickens. And I
Mama
said,
Maim, you can tone it down a little.
and I was like, did you have any left? She said, oh no, it was all gone. I was like, okay, that means you made it right.
The best chicken salad I've ever had
Oh Lord.
is still from Planet Food in Statesville, North Carolina,
Mm, mm, mm,
which
mm.
is just it's boiled chicken breast, a bunch of Duke's mayonnaise, and tarragon, salt and pepper. That's all that's in it. Fresh tarragon.
I'm gonna tell Mom Ming to save you some next time she does some. Maybe when you come home, you can stop by and get it.
Some chicken
She,
salad.
yes, she loves that's like her signature thing. Like the people like want her to make it for like every event.
What's your signature thing?
Ooh, I think my signature thing are my sweet potato pies
Mm,
because mine are different than most people make
they're
theirs, and
good.
so apparently people like them
I
a
don't
lot.
like sweet potato pie typically. That's my. I prefer
People,
pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. So
yeah, people tend to like my pies, my sweet potato pies a lot.
okay.
So, but you know, I make whatever. You know, like I
Yeah,
like food.
I don't really have a signature. I don't think it used to be back when I did stuff a lot. It was like dirty rice with fake chicken cutlets in it. No, fake chicken. Because a lot of vegetarians, a lot of vegetarians. Uh, fake chicken dressing was what it
Oh,
was.
okay.
Yeah, because I would use the chicken patties, the little
Yes.
fried ones, chop those up,
Yes.
put in some
Oh, that sounds good
yeah,
actually.
put just throw that in some Stouffer's
Yeah,
and bake it.
Stouffer's. I think when I used to live it when I was still at home,
Hmm.
my thing back then, all of the old black ladies at the church would always be upset if I didn't bring a pound cake, because they all love my pound cake.
Hmm. Ooh, I could use old black lady pound cake right about now with
Girl,
with that lemon icing.
yes. I prefer vanilla butternut.
Well, JB's here,
HAB.
and she wanders in the we have not even gotten very far in this episode yet, and she wanders in the convention hall,
It is a linear episode though.
and Lila thinks JB is one of her ladies.
Well, I mean, I can imagine she's glamorous just like the rest of them.
Wait! No, don't use that lipstick on that woman. That is the
What?
wrong lipstick. Lila goes over to the photographer, tells her to wipe the lipstick off, and hands the lipstick to Norman.
Yep. And then tells them to go wash that girl's face.
Wash that girl's face.
Like, not just the lips, the whole thing,
So JB's looking around for Grady. So Grady's going to be in this episode, apparently.
which made me so excited. I was like, yay.
He's a cutie.
I love that guy on here. I wish that they kind of had like a more like episodes together because they actually have a very good chemistry.
They do. So Glinda, who was Norman's secretary,
Uh-huh.
JB asks,
Very homely girl. Very
yeah, very
homely.
homely girl. JB is talking to her and asks her if she's seen Grady and that Grady works for it. She just looks at it and says, "God help her, God help him," and walks away. So JB walks out a little, and Grady and Todd show up.
I got vibes from those two together.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
literally thought to myself, if this show took place 30 years later, this would be a very different
Yeah.
dynamic.
So JB's like, no one at Lila Lee knows who you are, Grady. He's like, well, I'm here trying to get a job, not.
Oh,
And he's wearing a little boutonniere. It's so cute.
yes.
Three-piece suit and a boutonniere. Well, Norman shows up,
Oh, hey, Norman. What's up?
and Norman and Todd go off to talk.
Oh, that's right, because Todd is Norman's son.
well, we don't know that quite yet, but we find out upstairs that Todd is, in fact, Norman's son.
No, he says dad at the
Oh,
very
that's right. That's
beginning.
right. We do say dad.
Yeah.
When Grady's introducing himself, they think that he's like, I want to be an accountant. He's like, well, so in shipping and this, no, accounting. That's right. You're right. I skipped over that.
It wasn't important to you.
No, not really. So they go upstairs, and Norman, hey Todd, would you like a drink?
No, Dad, you know I don't drink.
Well, Liz has gotten me down to white wine.
That Liz girl
I
again.
love some white wine, and I hate it that you turn around every time I mention her name.
Dad, she's so young.
Todd just wants his dad to be with somebody his own age. Well, Liz opens the bedroom door, and she was in there just brushing her hair.
Escandalo.
Girl, I would like to mention you do not brush that hair,
No.
because it is in a perfect perm back comb. It is sprayed, and like you sleep with it in a hair net.
Dude.
But she was just brushing her hair. I'm going to start using that line. What were you doing? Oh, I was just brushing my hair.
Maybe she meant her eyebrows.
Girl, I ain't brushed my hair in a month of Sundays.
I know.
It's so hard. Do you brush your hair?
Yes, every day.
Oh, but why?
What do you mean, why?
I'm serious. Why?
Because my hair, if I don't, I have to do my hair every day.
Yeah, but you brush it?
I brush it after I wet it. I don't understand the question. I'm confused.
Oh, I don't. I put stuff in my hair every day, like I do.
Okay.
Not right now. I took a shower day later on, but like
Okay.
typically I do. I don't brush my hair ever
But how do you style it?
with my hands.
Oh, see, I can't do that. My hair is too thick for that.
Girl, I have incredibly thick hair.
I know, but we have two different types of thick hair.
We do. Like it doesn't look like you brushed it today, and it looks fine.
Because I still have the gel in it from yesterday.
Oh, I don't know why you're yelling at me.
I'm trying to get through the whiteness.
What? Whose whiteness? What whiteness?
The whiteness that's got your ears clogged up right now.
Girl, I have a coworker. We've talked about this person before, and I've got another coworker. One of my direct coworkers is a middle-aged black man, right?
Mhm.
Like, and she was walking along with me, and she looked into the window to somebody, like at the office, and she looked at me, and she's like, "That's not him, is it?" I was like, "He was a different black man."
Stop it.
Girl, he was the black man in question is about 2 shades lighter than you, probably. And this man, who she thought it was, is about 4 shades darker than you. Now that is just the first, like all of the facial features, everything was completely different, like completely different. But
Lord,
on a just base,
oh Lord, the South.
like,
It's,
I was like, what? She's not from the South. Anyway,
it's affecting her though.
nah, she's always been this way.
Ooh.
Girl, if you think other places aren't racist,
Oh, honey, I know about other places being racist, girl. I know.
well, Norman, I love her and I'm going to marry her.
No,
Todd rushes out.
Todd's just overcome with emotion.
Well, hey, Liz, I want to introduce you to JB Fletcher. She's here. She's an author, and I know you've read her novels before.
Fletcher, what, Fletcher?
And so Liz has a headache this big. So she decides, hey, I know I need to run to a fitting.
I have to go take some Nuprin.
Some Nuprin, right? She needs to take some Nuprin, and then she's got to go to a fitting. And Norman's like, "Do you want to see my doctor?" No. It's feminine problems. She didn't say that, but she's just like,
She was implying it's a lady thing.
it's a lady thing. So she runs off to her fitting. She goes downstairs, And a cabbie comes into the hotel as Liz goes downstairs. And JB's like, Elizabeth, hello. Hello, Elizabeth. And like starts chit-chatting with her because Liz was in JB's class.
Yes. And she was her most promising student.
It's right. The cabbie sees Liz, and Liz just gives him like a go away signal, right? Like a, you need to disappear.
Yes.
So Liz has lived in New York City, since college. And she has no husband, no career, and she's not writing anymore. No, no, and no. And JB's like, you were my most talented student. I always wanted someone that would have a Pulitzer.
Pulitzer.
One day, maybe we'll get a Pulitzer for podcasting.
Yes. Let's just get like an Edward R. Murrow Award.
God, for this bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna.
I want that to be the category.
This bullshit. For the Edward
Mims
R.
and
Murrow
Maim. The Mims and Maim Lifetime Achievement Award for this.
For this bullshit. We'll be in wheelchairs at that point.
Thing, right? We finally finished Murder, She Wrote.
And we'd like to thank the same 25 listeners that have been with us since the beginning.
Oh, 24. Someone just died. 24.
Oh, God. It's hilarious. Oh. Dear listeners, there's more of you out there. There's more.
We can see the numbers. We
can see the numbers. There's a few more. Not anymore. But there's a few more than 24 out there. Dear listeners, let's make this a thing. You know what? Baking Sugar currently has twice as many listeners as this podcast.
What? That's a travesty.
A travesty. Dear listeners, tell your friends and your friends' friends, your friends' friends' friends, and your friends' 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 friends, like Sybil Shepherd. If you tell two people and they tell two people, and so on and so on and so on, they all get syphilis. So don't have sex with them. But do tell them about this podcast.
Yeah, tell them about the podcast. That was a lot.
It was.
I was like, even everybody even there stopped listening to Sybil Shepherd.
Name a movie that Tom Hanks definitely had sex in. Go.
That he had sex in?
Uh-huh.
Bachelor Party?
Was he a
Splash?
Bachelor Party?
He was the star of Bachelor Party. Splash? I think they had sex.
Oh, they did. I think they did have sex in Splash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, Tom Hanks in the early 80s was very different than Tom Hanks after that.
Yeah, because we were trying to think of like
I always tell people, like, Tom Hanks, you can always mark it, right? There is Tom Hanks pre-big and Tom Hanks post-big.
Mm-hmm.
Big changed the entire trajectory of his career.
So, and speaking, dear listeners, in the other podcast, I was talking about how good the sex scenes in Bros was, because they were well handled, they were like well done, they approached some things, and
I wonder if they had an intimacy coach.
It wasn't like that. But it was talking about what you want in bed and showing what you want in bed. And the only other, like, anything that I could think of that was close to that had happened before was in When Harry Met Sally. Like, that is the last time that a woman or somebody had, like, spoken for themselves in bed, like, for what they want, right?
I'll have what she's having. Equality.
I love that movie. I have feelings about Billy Crystal.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't like Billy Crystal that much. I don't think.
Oh, okay. When you said feelings about, I'm like, wait, hold on. I didn't know
that would be feelings for, dear.
Got it. That was concerning.
Yeah, no.
That was very concerning.
I really like me some Mr. Saturday Night. Is what I'm telling. God,
I mean,
Christ.
Broadway audiences are loving it.
Oh, God. I preferred Gary Shandling to... joking. joking.
I wish people would go back now and watch the it's Larry the it's Gary Shandling show that he used to have on Showtime. It was
Wait, Larry
so
Sanders or Gary
no
Shandling?
the Gary Shandling
Oh, the
show
first one,
before
right?
Larry Sanders. It was so ahead of its time,
It really
like in
was.
terms of
It
like
really was.
sitcoms, like it was so weird at the time, and now you go back and like, oh my gosh, this was like setting the new standard for a sitcom.
But the problem is that he wasn't that funny,
No, no,
right?
no, it wasn't. I mean, that's always been his problem. I mean, that's always been his problem. It's that's part of the legacy of Gary Shandling.
But Gilbert Gottfried always hilarious.
Always.
Always.
Rest in peace, Gilbert. Rest in
Dear
peace.
listeners, if you want to see something hilarious, find him the 10 minutes of him trolling somebody on Hollywood Squares like they kept getting it wrong and he kept
Ugh,
on being like, "No, you more."
that guy was so perfect.
He really was. So, Norman's here.
Hey, Norman.
He dotes on Liz a little bit and
Oh,
he's like, "Oh, but you know, JB? Oh, I didn't realize it was just Jessica Fletcher, Mrs. Jessica Fletcher, Mrs. Fletcher. Hey, y'all want to go to dinner?" And JB's like, "Well, I'd already checked out, but sure, why not? I'll just stay
I'll
with Grady this
stay.
evening."
Yes. Having a
And
sleepover.
Linda Lee, or excuse me, Liz leaves to go to her fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Here's to the ladies who
Lunch.
lunch.
Everybody laugh.
Um, that's a song I could sing.
That's
Uh,
true. It's
yeah.
mostly talking. There is a singing part, though. There is a singing part to that song at the end.
I No, really? I didn't know. I've never heard that song before.
I'm just saying.
Girl, I know. I can
Just
do it.
okay.
I can. If I can't go high, I can go low.
We'll
You
add
know,
that to the repertoire for the tour.
just do the opposite of what Michelle Obama said.
Go low.
Go low. Go low.
When they go high, I go low. Wow. Wow.
Well, there's also another song that we'll do. You know
Bosom
what other
buddies
song? Yeah.
will
We'll
always
always
be
be bosom
bosom
buddies,
buddies, friends, sisters,
sisters
and
and
pals.
pals. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have to tell you,
Because you are Maim, so you have to be Maim. Go on.
I have to tell you this is really interesting. So, um, I
Try me.
was so remember I told you I follow that not weird, but that Broadway group on Facebook where they always talk about old musicals. So they were talking today about a music. It was the very first musical Barbara Streisand was in. Like, so it wasn't Funny Girl.
Hmm.
It was called I Can. This is very very 60s. I Can Get It For You Wholesale. That is the name
Okay.
of the musical. And I went because apparently that's where she met Elliot Gould. Like that's where they met and fell in love, was doing that
Okay.
musical. I looked up the soundtrack and I found literally the song for myself and my husband's like wedding song. There's a song that's literally called When a Capricorn Meets a Gemini. And I was like, that's weird.
Are y'all actually have a wedding?
No, we're not into that. I'm just saying if we had a wedding, right?
Why don't y'all do a wedding?
Because we're already married. What are you talking about?
But you can have like a thing with people.
We might do that at some point. Maybe
Like,
for
girl, think about it. Think about
Mhm.
it. You get to make yourself a wedding dress.
Girl, I've already made myself like 3 types of wedding dresses.
Yeah. You get to make a good one.
I mean, I don't know. Those dresses I made for the prom were basically I hate you right now. I hate you. I don't like you right now.
Oh God.
I don't like you.
I will officiate because I legally can, but it doesn't matter because y'all are married. So I'll
You can
come
just
down.
talk. You can just talk about shit. You can be like,
That's exactly right. Dearly beloved and table 3.
not you, table 6.
We are gathered here today to engage in some fake nuptials between these two as
So
they have
y'all can bring some
already
presents.
consummated their marriage.
Yeah, so make sure to get your checkbooks out because that's why we're doing this.
It's exactly right. We could do it for our tour, girl.
We'll do it on every stop of our tour. Every stop.
Every stop, a 5-minute wedding. Actually, that is something we could do, like a group wedding at every stop of the tour.
Oh, you could officiate a group
I can
wedding.
officiate group weddings.
I could do the song and you could do the group wedding. I think that would be actually, oh my gosh, I like this a
Uh
lot
huh.
more.
Uh huh. Uh
I'll
huh.
say I'll do like a verse. I'll do maybe I'll sing like Secret Lovers. Secret lovers. Yeah, that's what we are. Try so hard to find. Ooh, honey, I think we have an idea coming
We
together.
have an idea. We'll need to work on it a little bit, but we have an idea.
Write that down. Write that down on something that we can't delete.
Nah, it's in my brain now.
Oh
Anyway,
no.
secret lovers.
Yeah.
So, um, Liz leaves and Glenda shows up. She has the receipts and he's signing the receipts, and she wants him to sign Norman to sign one for Vinton's that's $550.
That's
He's
a
like,
lot.
it must be my birthday present. Sir, your birthday's not for. That's it. Thank you. I'm done here.
I said good day.
I said good day. I said good day, ma'am. Good day. So we're at the restaurant, and Liz is late.
Where is she? Oh my God, it's her headache still, right?
I don't know, but they decide to go to Liz's. They go to her apartment.
Yeah.
The apartment is ransacked.
What?
The painting is marked over with a lipstick color that I would totally wear.
What?
Oh no, Liz is dead.
Oh no. And Jessica just got reconnected with her.
Well, Lieutenant Stan Spornack's here.
Yes.
I did not catch his name. I did not write it
It
down.
didn't matter. It doesn't matter. That man only has one name for the rest of his life.
Stan.
Stanley.
So the killer, it was a killing and a robbery.
Oh, okay. So that's like a
Stan says he came in, stole some stuff, and like killed her with the scarf and left. And JB's like, was it? Why didn't he take this lipstick case? It's jeweled, and Stan's like, it's probably just glass. And Norma's like, no, I gave that to her. And Stan rolls up the lipstick. He's like, is this it? He's like, no, this one is midnight pink. That one's orangier.
I would love a shade of midnight pink.
Girl, you can get midnight, but those are Trixie Mattel colors.
No, I know. It's just
Girl,
funny. Like,
have you used her matte lipstick?
no, I haven't ordered them yet. I'm going to. I just haven't yet.
Her lipsticks are fantastic. Like, they are legit fantastic.
I love that drag queens are literally changing the makeup game. It's so
Like,
interesting.
hers and Kimchi's stuff. And Kimchi's lipsticks are fantastic too. Like, between those two, fantastic.
I love
Did you
it.
see RuPaul's new palette that's going on in the UK?
No.
It is the most boring colors.
Well, I mean, think about RuPaul's makeup. Like, I
You mean
love
Ravens?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I love RuPaul, but like RuPaul does not do a lot of colors, a lot of. It's very.
One strap slit.
Right. It just, I mean, it just is. It's like, and I get it, right? I get that there are lots of people that they love neutral stuff, right? It's great, but at the same time, it's like,
So JB suggests that the killer could be a woman.
what?
And it stands like it could be a woman or a guy with a problem. We have that in New York here.
Bum.
I believe that was a gay burn.
Good job, Stan. Even
So
after
we're now at Grady's. and he's on the phone with Todd, and he's pretending to be rich. Like he's turning on the vacuum and telling his Consuela to turn it off, and like
Which is weird because I would think Todd knows that Grady is not rich.
I know, but
I mean, like he's probably like been in Grady's body. I mean, apartment. Sorry.
you can't judge from that, girl.
I'm just going by Todd's hair. He had a lot of Aquanet in that. And Todd is definitely the bottom. I have a
You think
feeling.
so?
Yeah.
I don't think
feeling.
he wants to get his hair messed up.
Well, I mean,
He lays down and it starts crunching. As like you hear a crunch sound every time his head hits the headboard.
I hate you so much.
Oh no, it cracked!
Oh my gosh. Wow.
What?
I
Yes.
just I just got it was there's so many different triggers that just went off all at the same time. It was just like
You're welcome.
triggers and flashbacks and crunchy hair.
So
Oh,
so so JB enters, and Grady's like, well, you can't. The bed's very lumpy, but the couch is soft. And she's like, yes, I'll sleep on the couch. Funny story about that couch. My priest had that same couch.
what?
Yeah, yeah. The priest in Statesville had that same couch.
How do you know what the priest's couch looked like?
Because we would go to the. Okay, it sounds dirtier than what it is. Let's take a step back. We went to the priest's. God, it's even the word is gross too. It's called a rectory. That's where the priest lives. It's
The rectory.
Yeah. But
No, I know what you're saying. Remember, my dad's Catholic, so it's like,
yeah.
but I wasn't sure. Like when you said that, I was like, I didn't.
It was a couple of times we were there for like Sunday school events or like the later night thing, and it was
That's what I meant. It was more like
the more adult kids would go in there and talk to the priest while he gave us some coffee and
yeah,
nauseous. Like
it was
nothing
more like that.
Nothing. Our priest was a saint. Like that man, he was gay. Like you could tell.
Your priest was?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, he didn't. He was never out, but you could tell he was gay.
Oh,
Like he went to the service because he was gay. But
interesting.
he was not right. He was a very good man. Like just at
That's
least
cool.
that one was. I can't speak for the other ones, but that
No, it's
one.
cool, right? He
Yeah.
was serving the Lord and serving his community.
That's exactly right.
There you go.
And he's one of the few people that like told my aunt to get rid of her husband. He's like, I know you're Catholic. I know we don't believe in divorce, but you should divorce that man.
Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
That uncle of yours,
Mm-hmm.
girl.
Anyway, and the hot plate does only makes lukewarm water right now.
So we
So
got to see
JB's
Jessica do a little bit of physical comedy.
Yeah, she takes a sip of it. She's like, "Oh, it's just the way I like it." Ugh. Hold on just a second. My dog wants into the room.
So, and here comes Mims.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi. Hello.
I'm back.
I can see that, thankfully.
I just realized I'm in underwear too.
Oh, I couldn't tell. You're fine.
I don't care. Anyway, where are we at? So yes, she's doing some facial comedy.
Yes, she's doing some facial comedy.
So we're back at the convention center.
Okay.
And the Lila girls are doing their thing.
Yes.
And like
Doing it badly.
Doing it very badly. Lila's losing her shit.
Yeah, because one can't tell her right from her left.
Norman and Glenda are here.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Something's
Todd
different.
comes in.
Something's different about Glenda.
I know. She's in a red dress.
Her glasses are gone.
Her hair's even bigger.
She's wearing actual blush.
Not bashful, though. So Todd enters. He apologizes. And Glenda tells Norman that he has to meet with an ad agent so Norman doesn't lose his shit at Todd for being an asshole.
Yeah, because
So
Todd felt bad because that
yeah,
was even though, which I thought was nice, right? Even
uh-huh.
though they had a disagreement, Todd's like, I feel bad because you did love her.
So JB then starts talking to Todd, and he seems very guilty. He even goes so far as to provide his alibi for the
Mm-hmm.
moment.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh.
I would have loved better for Jessica to be like, no, Todd, I just wanted to know what are your intentions with my nephew Grady. That would have been I don't care about that, Todd. I want to know, are you gonna make an honest man out of him?
I mean, can you provide for him for your entire life? Like,
I want to have grand dogs one day. I want to have great
I already have enough nieces and nephews. I want to have animals now. I'm tired of having to see all these because the humans just always end up in places where people could die. I don't understand.
if you marry Grady, I promise that I'll leave you the house in Cabot Cove in my will.
It's it's only a short train ride to P Town. Have you ever been to P Town?
Nope.
Okay, me either. I've never been to Rhode Island.
I feel like that would be a good Mims and Mame stop.
There's one problem with it. Gay people. Um, no, I kid. Crowds. I don't like crowds.
I don't either.
Yeah,
Neither one of us do.
it's true. Um, so Stan talks about the apartment that she was in, that Liz was in, and says about $5,000 to $6,000 a month.
Yeah, which how in the world is she affording that?
So JB has an idea, and it's like, hey Grady, call Andrea back in, like, who was Liz's classmate, because they were writing, and find out anything you can about her, right? Like,
Dig into her life.
dig into her life. So Lila comes up to JB and offers her Cabot Cove's exclusive franchise.
When she talks to Jessica in that weird belittling way about, oh, I heard you're a writer or something. It's
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
man.
You may need it to buy pencils or something.
Right? A little something for yourself on the side.
Well, JB gets back at her by offering condolences for her loss, and she's like, "What loss? We made 11 million last year." She's like, "No, no, no. I meant Liz. She was going to be, your sister-in-law." She's like, "No, no, 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 no. I offered her $50,000 to go away, and she's a gold digger. Well, but she didn't take the money. Doesn't that prove that? No. Why take 50,000 when you could have millions?" Mm-hmm.
So many catch 22s today.
So now we're at the office of Miss Fiona Keeler.
Oh, hey girl, hey, another one of those gat girls from the 80s.
Mm-hmm. She is. She was a in charge of some secretaries,
Oh, all right.
and it's a telephone referral service.
Got it. Got it.
To which JB says that's very interesting because Liz failed secretary writing and shorthand in high school.
Ooh, face crack.
To which she was just like, "Are you the Vice Squad?" Because. And so JB sits down and talks to Fiona, and um, Liz was a prostitute, right? A high-end
Liz
prostitute.
was a high-end lady of the nights.
You could tell because her hair was combed all the way back, just like fish tail back, like all the way to the gods. Her hair even click clacked.
That hair was hypnotic. Fan clack, fan clack, fan clack.
Maybe that's how she got to. She just stood in front of a fan, like she had
What?
a high-powered fan that just went.
I don't think they had Dysons back then, though.
So JB says, "Why did she do it?" And Fiona's like, "Is that something ye without sin cast first stone?" She's like, "No, no, that's not what I mean. I'm just she came from a good upbringing and this and this." And Fiona's like, "Yeah, my girls do. They just like sex work. It's okay."
They freaks, girl. They have a good time.
And
They have a
JB's
good
like, do you think there's
time.
a connection between this work and like her dying? And Fiona said she was going to marry um, Norman, but she had feelings for an actor or a cab driver or something like that.
Wait, that reminds us of something. There was an
Yeah.
actor and there was a cab driver that was in an earlier part of the
Yes, it
episode.
was. It wasn't there. So we're back at the hotel, and Lila's like, Glinda, you look good. But don't get your hopes up, girl. Norman will never marry somebody who works for him. And could you please get him? I need to see him. No, he's busy. Okay, girl, you don't seem to understand. Um, my name's Lila. My name's on the company. You either do that or I'm kicking your ass out.
This is not a choice you have, Miss Lady. This is not a choice.
So I will need to see Norman, please, and
Yeah,
thank you.
not a choice.
So Grady shows up,
Hey, Grady.
asks Glinda if he could go see Norman, and she just walks off. Just like walks away.
He and her have a very fun dynamic.
Mm-hmm. So JB goes to visit Norman, and we find out that I definitely knew about Fiona.
What?
Yeah, I knew. It's okay.
That's wow. It's very noble of you to be
Mm-hmm.
so. Wow.
So Glinda sends Norman to a health spa for the day because he needs to calm the fuck down. So JB questions Glinda about the gift.
Mhm.
And she asked to borrow the sales slip because wouldn't Glinda be happy if JB found the killer? Or wouldn't Norman be happy?
Yes.
So JB and Grady go to Vincent's. He hands him sales slip, pretends like he was the one who bought it and it was a forgery. The name was forged. And he gets a good look at the signed receipt. And he's like, I needed this for this morning. Sir, it was a tuxedo.
Oh.
For the Waiters Association, Head Waiters Association. And he storms out.
I would have loved to have seen a scene at the Head Waiters Association dinner or
No,
breakfast.
right? Breakfast, yeah.
Did you imagine? Just like a whole music by Reggie McDawson.
So the name was Roger Adiano.
Oh, this is
And
a new name.
it is. So we go and visit him. He's in a theater off 4th Street.
Oh,
Off Broadway.
that explains him being a cab driver.
Yeah. So we're in there, and he's in a mirror with two ladies who are getting their makeup done too. And JB's like, I need to talk to you alone. He kicks them out to the bathroom. Shove it in your ear. Or
More
whatever
scenery.
she said.
More scenery eating.
Yes. So JB and Roger get into it about Liz. He loved Liz. Liz loved him. And he had Latin blood from 3 different ways. And he was very upset and like screamed and broke stuff when he heard that she was going to marry Norman. But he's like, no. I did not. She got me this tuxedo, but I did not touch her. She came to my house. We made love, and she said goodbye basically forever. And that was the last time I ever saw her.
That must have been some good, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
So we're at Grady's, and JB and Stan are talking, and we find out the lipstick doesn't match anything that's currently on the market in the United States, but they're looking at foreign lipsticks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And what they do is they look at like different additives and colorants and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's pretty simple chemistry, like to figure this kind of stuff out.
Dear listeners, if you didn't know, the divine Miss Mims also has a degree in chemistry.
I do. And I tried out for a job at Revlon, but they require you to be able to see all colors.
Oh, you don't have that, girl.
I don't
You don't
like
have
like
that.
it is, And I was like, that is crazy, even for your formulation chemists. But they're like, yeah, like,
Oh
damn, because that would be so
no.
cool.
I would be in heaven.
Imagine all those free samples of Revlon stuff I'd come home with.
Uh,
Hmm.
I just have boxes arriving at my house.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Here, try this face powder. What do you think?
I want it. Yes, give me more. Or no, the formulation's a little off. I'll make an alteration and send me some more.
Oh, goodness. So Stan's leaving. Grady comes in. He's like, hey, this is a nice apartment. It's got a oven and a window. And if you ever try and get rid of it, I'd love it. Bet you it's rent controlled, too. So
It was the
there's...
best.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, talk about foreshadowing his future role. Like,
So
just,
Lila sent over some makeup for uh, JB to like
oh,
officially join the club. And
nice.
he's like, "Damn it, I just can't get out of this." And Grady's looking through things. And he picks up a lipstick, and Twistway's like, "Is this it? This looks very close." It looked nowhere close. It
No,
was pink. She's
Grady's
like,
such a
"No."
guy.
And she's like, "No, that one was definitely more orange. This one's called Tangerine Glow." It didn't look like tangerine either.
No, it
That
did
that
not.
looked like that
Mm-mm.
looked like kissable pink or some sort of
Yeah.
stuff like that. But they look at the list. They have a list of all of the different things, and there's a missing number. List number 9854321. They have 4320 and 4322,
Oh,
but not 321.
interesting.
Yeah, which I didn't know. I don't know if all of them do that, but most do have a little code number on the bottom of them
Yeah.
that go
Yeah.
back. Hmm.
Interesting.
So we're in the lab, and I love when they set labs up on like TV because they've got all this like they have green stuff going through one of the tubes, and the thing is, the tube it was going through, the part that had the green in it is where water would be. There'd never be any green in that. It's like something that you used to cool stuff down, so just it's clear water going that part. The green's going through the middle. Like it's insane, boiling all these different colors and stuff. Ugh. It's love it, love it. It's always made me laugh so much anytime I see this kind of thing. Like yeah,
You heard it here first, folks. Anytime you see chemist on TV or movies, it is not an accurate
it is
description.
not. Oh, and they had the shit set up in like not up underneath a fume hood or something. That room would stink to high heaven. Like they'd be falling out. Girl, did I ever tell you about the time that I was asked to take a job at a tobacco company, and I was
Wow.
like, no. Well, I was like, that's interesting. They're like, well, they smoke on the site. I'm like, okay. What do you mean by smoke on the site? Oh, they even smoke in the lab. They smoke in the lab around chemicals. Yes. They
What?
well, what? They're like, yeah. I'm like, no, absolutely not. That's unsafe. Absolutely not. What? What is this? This is not 1952. This is 2000.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That seemed like a safety hazard.
So JB shows up. She pretends to be one of the girls. And she's like, I had a tube of something in my case, but I was told it was discontinued. I'm looking for this number. And the man was like, no, you should have never gotten a tube of that. I don't believe you. We destroyed all of it. It was called Tangerine Twist. Like Lila herself didn't like it because of the stain it left on a white coffee cup. Fantastic,
Yes.
fantastic way to test it. Um, and all but one tube were destroyed, and some stupid photographer took it out of the lab before I could destroy it.
From earlier.
We're at the conference. JB goes over to tell Norman while he's watching the conference that she knows who killed Liz.
Oh, she's got it.
And so they go to a back room, and she's like, I know who killed Liz because it was the lipstick that Lila handed you.
What?
And it was the receipt from Vinton's that set you off.
Oh no.
And Norman got to her house. He was upset I was very upset after I saw the receipt that I went to her house just to look for something, and I found a a a a thing for an off Broadway play, and realized that they had, she went to go see him and bought him a tuxedo for it. I snapped. I destroyed the painting. She showed up, and I wrapped the scarf around her neck and I killed her.
Oh no.
And I panicked afterwards and
As you do.
destroyed the apartment. Well, Lieutenant Dan Spornak takes him in. We go back to the conference, and Lila's giving a speech about how next year's going to be better than even this year. And thank you to my dear brother Norman. Spotlight. And he's not there. Do 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 do. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Did you like this episode?
Oh yes. Very, very
I did
much.
too. It was
very, very much
nuts, and I ate it up with a spoon.
Yeah.
Just
Every piece of this is like everything that every little piece of this episode and why I love it is at the heart of like why I love these specific types of Murder She Wrote episodes. It's just a buffet. Everybody's eating the scenery like a buffet.
So much. Well, man, what?
So
What? Go ahead.
I was gonna tell you, it's funny. So the killer in this one, he was the very first killer on the very first episode of Columbo as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, yeah, which is you know how I feel about Columbo.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, he was the very first episode. He was the killer on there. So when I saw him on here, I was like, he's definitely gonna be the killer because he was a really great killer the last time.
Well, man, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Sure, at the time that we need to do that. Hello, dear listeners. It is I, your favorite relation, Auntie Maim. You can find me on the social media at Auntie_Maim on Instagram, at Maim Ministry on Twitter. You can find out more about what I do in real life. I perform with the Villain Theater, improvised comedy and stand-up theater in Miami, Florida. You can find out about them at villaintheater.com for tickets and class information and more info. Also on Thursday nights, if you're ever down here for a vacation, you can come to our little karaoke cabaret show, Amazing Colossal Karaoke at Kill Your Idol in South Beach in Miami. And oh yeah, and the other thing I'm doing now, I am the host or one of the hosts of the It's Happening Out talk show, which is basically a entertainment and culture talk show for the LGBTQIA plus community. You can find out more about that at It's Happening Out on your different social medias. Also, there's an It's Happening Out application on your Roku, Apple TV device, Google devices, all of those things. If you want to go back and watch some of the programming that we've been putting out there, especially if you are a member of the LGBTQIA plus community. And gosh, that sounds about it. How about you, Mims?
Hey y'all, I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me on the social medias at Divine Miss Mims. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have Patreon?
What?
If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money, dear listeners. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have another podcast?
What?
It's called Baking Sugar Pod, dear listeners. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts. It is, in fact, a Designing Women podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know we have merchandise?
What?
You can go to mimsandmaim.com and buy yourself a nice shirt or a cup or a glass or this, that, or the other. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
I think we should ask our dear listeners to like and subscribe to us. Dear listeners, if you like what you hear, please leave us a 5-star review.
Yes,
Comment.
please. For God's sake, do it.
Yeah, apparently it helps with our ratings and stuff. So, yeah, try it.
And exposure level.
And exposure level. And don't you all want to see my tits?
Yes.
Hey, Maim.
Yes, they're pink. Yes. They're white. They're white.
There you go. My nipples are a little pink.
I don't want to hear about your Saturday night. I don't want to hear about that.
Well, I didn't say pink. I said pink. Girl, I got
Lord.
wasted last night. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I didn't even go to a gay club.
That's the best kind of wasted.
It really was, girl. We went to a fish place that had hurricanes, and I drank a hurricane. Hmm. Anyway, Mame, you got anything else, Dan?
No.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Mame?
Good night, Mame.
Bye, y'all.